Hi everyone, Tiyani here. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. In the last video, we showed you how to use the Power Platform developer tools in Visual Studio and how to register a plugin. In today's video, we're going a step further. You've just developed your plugin and deployed it to your environment, but now the users are reporting that something is not right or is not working as expected. Today we'll focus on how to investigate and fix the issue using the debugging tools we discussed previously. But before we dive in, I just want to remind you to please subscribe, like and comment to get exciting updates and information on technologies relating to the Power Platform, Dynamics 365, development and more. Your support is greatly appreciated. Alright, let's get started. To begin resolving or investigating the issue, we need to install the plugin registration tool on our computer. Go ahead and download and install it. Once it's installed, let's install the Plugin Trace Viewer plugin in XrmToolBox. If you don't have XrmToolBox yet, please check one of our previous videos in the description down below to see how to get started with it. In XrmToolBox, go to the plugin store and search for Plugin Trace Viewer. And install it. With both tools installed, we can open the plugin registration tool to start the process. Next, in your Dynamics 365 environment, navigate to the plugin profiles in the settings section. Make sure the plugin and custom workflow activity tracking option is set to all in the system settings. If it's not, you'll encounter an error when navigating to the plugin profiles section in settings. Now let's go ahead and open the plugin registration tool. In the tool, if a profiler solution was never installed, you'll find that the button says Install Profiler. Click on it and it will begin installing the profiler. This process may take a few minutes to complete. Once it's done, you'll see a message confirming the installation and the Uninstall Profiler button will appear. Now that we have Profiler installed, we need to locate the plugin we want to debug and select the corresponding plugin step. Once selected, click on Start Profiling. This action will initiate the profiling process for the plugin step. You'll notice that the plugin icon changes and the step will have profiled mention. With profiling started, we need to perform the operation in Dynamics 365 CRM to trigger the plugin. For today's demonstration, we'll create an incident or a case record, fill in the details, and click on Save. This action will save the record and create a profile for us to use later in the plugin registration tool and Visual Studio for debugging. After performing the operation, navigate back to plugin profiles in the settings to locate the captured record. This record represents the profile that we have just created. Now let's open the Plugin Trace Viewer plugin in XrmToolBox. Once it's open, click on Retrieve Logs or press F5 on your keyboard. This action will fetch all trace logs and display them in a user-friendly view, making it easier to read and analyze. The Plugin Trace View plugin also provides additional functionalities, such as double-clicking a record to open it in CRM, or the ability to filter logs based on a specific criteria. In order to start debugging the plugin, we first need to stop the profiling we initiated earlier. In the plugin registration tool, select the step that is being profiled and click on Stop Profiling. Once stopped, click on the step again and then click on Debug to open the Debug dialog box. In the dialog box, click on the down arrow on the profile field to open the dialog form containing the captured profiles. Select the correct profile for your operation. Next, click on the 3 dots in the assembly location field. This action allows you to browse and select the DLL file for your plugin. Once you've selected the DLL, the plugin registration tool will detect the plugin and you will verify that it is the correct one. Before clicking on Start Execution, switch over to Visual Studio. Open your plugin solution and click on Debug and select the Attach to Process option to open the Attach to Process window. In this window, you'll find Plugin Registration Tool Process and click on Attach. Once attached, Visual Studio will enter into debug mode with the plugin registration tool, enabling you to set breakpoints at the appropriate location in order to capture the debugging process step by step. Now go back to the plugin registration tool and start execution. As the execution starts, the breakpoint will hit in Visual Studio, allowing you to start debugging and investigating the cause of the issue reported by your users. You will be able to catch exceptions and fix code accordingly. Once you've fixed your code, it's time to rebuild and redeploy the plugin using the Power Platform developer tools in Visual Studio. If you missed how to do this or how to get started with Power Platform tools in Visual Studio, please check out the video on the screen or in the description section of this video for the step-by-step guide video. As a result of fixing this code and redeploying the plugin, when we perform the operation again, the plugin works as expected. And that's it for today's video. We hope you found this tutorial on debugging Dynamics 365 or Power Platform plugins using the Plugin Profiler and the Plugin Trace Viewer plugin in XrmToolBox helpful. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with your peers, and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with our latest content. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.